nation. Nathaniel, welcome to Poland.
Thank you, Ivan.
So here comes your first question. In your opinion, what is the difference between a good and a bad person?
Thank you for your question. So I think it's very general, and this question is people have their own opinion and point of view how to tell that person is good or bad. But I think for me, if they're a good person, they will do something good for themselves and not hurting other people. And bad person maybe is not doing any like impactful or positive thing for themselves, and maybe they can harm others. But the underlying key is actually the good person always think with benefit that they can get, but not to be like with ego, but for benefits for themselves, for others, for people around them, for the communities, and that's how I define good or bad people.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Nathaniel.
Thank you.
Mrs. Point to Nation, Nathaniel, question number 2. What is the difference between a human right and a privilege?
All right. So, like, every person in this world, every country, every nation have their own human rights. Like, we have rights to do things that we love, to express ourselves, and we have those rights to express it, like enjoy it. And the difference between the human rights and the privilege is actually some of I believe like everybody in this world have their own privilege, and it might be different. Like, for example, I have some privilege. Maybe Indonesia have like more this kind of thing, and you like in Poland you have like some your own privilege that may be different. But the the basic is like me, like Nathan and Ivan, we have the same human rights, but our privilege is different because maybe we have a lot of factors, like we live in different country, we have a different like culture and anything, but how we like embrace our privilege and use it as our privilege and our weapon to like spread kindness, spread like positive things to the world, to the community.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
Thank you, Ivan.
Mrs. Point to Nation, Nathaniel, question number 3. Is it okay to limit immigration if a country is worried it will lose its culture?
I think like every country have their own rules and obligation to limit or not limit the immigration. But I think culture will stay in that country, and it can be their it's a culture, it's like their foundation, their heritage, their beautiful of the country. And for example, let me tell a bit about my country, Indonesia. Like Indonesia is a beautiful archipelago country. We have a lot of culture, religion, and anything, and it's so diverse, and we're not have like the same culture, but we're all different person, but we're united in Indonesia. And there's one line in one sentence in Indonesia tell like Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. It's berbeda-beda. It's we are all different, but we are one. Tapi kita satu. And yeah, I think we should not like limit immigrants to like we're afraid because the culture will lose their authenticity, and yeah, but we can like manage it with like today's world is technologies are growing, and something we can still manage and manage those culture, those like heritage for our own country.
For sure, brilliant answer.
Thank you, Ivan.
Yeah, thank you, Nathaniel. And congratulations.
You.